Doesn't waste many at all, so this is a great start by Shortridge as the rucks go up again. Van Dyk takes it out of the middle, 6 disposals, a couple of clearances, so a strong start by him. Brady McDonald off of halfback as well as the Panthers go inside 50 through Van Ball out. Great pickup, almost by White. He was held, but it wasn't seen. Van Dyk in there as well. The ball winners going the other way. As there's a handball out, picked up by Van Dyk, who goes around the corner looking for the mark. It was stopped over the back. Panthers are going to repel this back outside the 50. Van Dyk almost claims the mark. And his kick only goes as far as Griffin James.
Contest, and right now South doing everything they can to stop Sturt. As Nye gets it to Van Dyk. The Panthers quick kick. Trap to
make sure he got it right, but not to be. Perceived pressure. And it's going the way of Kellaway. Kellaway kicks it out of bounds to put a stop to that. He goes long, right towards the 50-metre arc. Van Dyk's there. That's a really strong mark. So Archie Van Dyk hasn't kicked one yet today. He brings it around on the arc. Doesn't hit that as well as he would have liked to. Big contest Blues, but only as far as Waterwitz. Waterwitz uses Van Dyk on the handball. Van Dyk's kick goes towards the boundary line, but a nice intercept. Very, very much one-way footy, but Sturt, all they need is the one opportunity, and they make the most of it through Davies as the Panthers take the clearance again. So Wirtz is there. He's able to
little handball out. Edwards got it up, back to Davies, shrugs off the tackle. It's a handball out to Van Dyk.
He goes low. It's not going to make the distance, although it might be a mark in the goal square. Tackles. And it'll be a free kick going the way of the Panthers. So they're able to find their way out of attack. By Waterwitz. Waterwitz gets it off to Ortman. Ortman to Van Dyk. Van Dyk's got a shot at goal. They need this, the Panthers. But he just drops short, and Blake Threadgold sees it over the line.
Decisive. Moody to Baker. Big Brophy now at bootlace level. Not going to help him. Van Dyk got it.
Receiving end of a couple of gifts previously, and then was able to fake one way, turn his opponent inside out, and send it. Handball off, puts his teammate in a little bit of danger, takes the ball back, but no, the handball's astray. So here they go forward through Edwards. He's a classy finisher, and that is no exception from Coda Edwards.
Edwards for the Panthers.
Edwards, who kicked such an important goal for the Panthers late in that first half, just to keep them in touch when they kicked a lot of minor scores in a row, and they work it out through 9. Absolute gut running on both wings. Nice work there by Edwards to get that one out. Finds Nye, who uses Van Dyk. Van Dyk's kick just overkills just up with Clark. So Clark's kick helicopters its way to Van Dyk. Van Dyk, he's got the kick inside 50 to the lead and finding Edwards. In fact, no, as soon as they can for us, but when you look at those stats the way they do currently sit, it's plenty of ball and plenty of clearance and plenty of inside 50s to the Panthers. Nye on the right boot, a high up and under. It's only gone about 10 metres, but about 30 up in the air. Running onto a short ridge, doesn't get the bounce he's looking for. He brings the ball to ground anyway. Uses Woods, who's got Van Dyk on through the ground. Van Dyk's kicks a bit of a floater. Diving mark could be taken. Not pass. Long ball, trying to jump over the top. There was Ryan Davies, but he's given away the free kick for an unrealistic attempt. So it'll be a free kick to Archie Van Dyk. 20 minutes gone, we just ticked past it. Third term, SANFL Under-18s footy. It's the Panthers by 4 points. Nice marking attempt there by Threadgold. By James. And the kick sending forward finds its way to Archie Van Dyk, who's got the kick towards the outer wing and finds his man in Ortman. Ortman back to Van Dyk. Nearly overcooked it, but Van Dyk does well to cover the ball. So about 10 seconds left. You'd think that's all the scoring that we're going to see this quarter as Archie Van Dyk takes the ground. Goes to a big pack. Certainly the energy levels when there is an instant response. So the Panthers will be looking to inflict that back on the double Blues. Double grabbed it, but did the job. Blacker, short pass to Van Dyk. Van Dyk uses the running man on the outside. Out to Moody, picked up at ground level. And a nice tackle there laid get some clearance ball. And it's making them look like a totally different side to start this term as Woods gets one in. Woods has the ball. He's got the handball over the top and he finds Van Dyk. Van Dyk goes back to Woods. So this will be a big ball for the Double Blues if they can get it forward and score. And equalisation over the top of it. There goes the Double Blues.
No, up towards Savage, just can't gather the footy and does so now to Van Dyk. They need a quick one. Simpson overruns it down there.
We'll take a quick look around the grounds in the league game. We've been following pretty closely. It's just back to 6 points.
Yes.
So it's the Panthers leading by 6 points. Looks like just after half time in that game at Unley Oval. Of
Knocked
course,
away from him. Van Dyk trying to break free. Did get a handball out.
And that is the game won by the Double Blues of Sturt. Professionally done. They were challenged the whole way.